Hello everyone, my name is Crow, and this is All the Mods 9 to the Sky. This is episode 24. So last time we set up our enchantment with Apotheosis, getting to the final bookshelf, the Draconic end shelf. And at that point we kind of stopped there. I also made an enchantment extractor and in a library at Alexandria. And so with all that stuff set up, I was able to basically enchant with pretty good enchants all of my gear. So, I have like protection 7, um, that kind of thing with all my gear. Because of that, I was able to just go over and pop over and slay a warden pretty easily. And so now I have a, let's see, where is it? A warden. I now have a warden data model. So at this point, I can make warden tendrils. This is the crafting component for the skulk shelves and the echoing skulk shelves and the soul touch skulk shelf. So I can make those pretty much on demand now. Between episodes, I also now that I have Draconic Evolution, pretty much good to go. I made this. This is the Celestial Manipulators, and these basically set the time and the weather. I have this one configured to be clear skies when it gets a redstone signal, and this one to set to daytime or sunrise when it gets a redstone signal. The daylight detector, this one is put on nighttime mode, and this is a rain sensor. So basically, every time, and I'm sure we'll see it a couple times this episode, but if it starts raining, boom, clears it up using this one. And if when the sun goes down, this triggers and powers this one, and same thing, switches over to daytime. My antimatter is cooking, and I now have an antimatter pellet. So we'll go ahead and look in the, I think I actually get a couple more, yes. So I now have 4 antimatter pellets. I am pretty sure I only need a total of 5, because I need the gravitational modulating unit, because that's for the next emitter, and then I need 2 for the improbable probability device, and that's it. I'm realistically not going to make the nuclear synthesizer or the teleportation unit. That's just not interesting to me at all. And of course, I'm not using QIO at all. So yeah, so I need 1 more. It is over halfway there, and then I can turn off the fission reactor. My fissile fuel is still hanging out there. I'm definitely using more than I'm making. Just because my uranium is... oh, here's the Draconic Evolution thing going. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'll just let this keep cooking, honestly. It's not hurting anything. Just to let it run. And of course, it is making me, a fair amount of power as well. So I'll probably just leave it running. Okay, so today, what we're going to do today. Today, we're actually going to touch a little bit more of the Draconic Evolution. I think the next big task on my list is to go and kill the Chaos Dragon. And to do that, I will need some things. So I have the Draconic Evolution kind of fusion crafting grid set up. And I actually hooked up to my storage system now. So now this is a pattern provider underneath. And so I can process everything. What I'm going to do is I made some crafting patterns for the Wyvern and the Draconic Sword. But what I did is I took those patterns and I removed the actual sword part. All the crafting All the crafting recipes for all the armor and weapons are the exact same, with the only difference being the actual sword or armor or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft a... Oh, I do need to upgrade this, I guess. Um, I do need to apparently upgrade these guys. That's kind of a bummer. Let's see here. But that's okay. All right, and I guess what we'll see is we'll see if this actually works. Because he should put everything in there. Oh. Why are you not doing... I wonder if he got reset. Oh, no, you should be okay. Sometimes they have weird pathfinding. Yeah, so he must have been too far away from that. And there we go. So I will need some kind of... I wonder if I can make the mailing glass. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the hovering hourglass does a redstone pulse whenever it flips over. I put a modular router underneath here, so it will pull anything that it can from up top and then send it over into the pattern provider. And it apparently did receive it. So let's see if... That's weird. I wonder if... I wonder if those... this one, because it's content saved, and it didn't like the other one. What are you doing? All right. He should sit in the bed then. I think he was getting lost over here. All right. So what I will do is I will finish the crafting of these things. Yeah, so this works perfectly. All right, and let me just make a quick item frame. Okay, so this should do it now. Cool. All right, well, I'll be back as soon as this is complete. Okay, so I'm back. Everything's upgraded all my injectors. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start crafting the, I'm going to do the wyvern first. And so that way he just does all the crafting materials. And then unfortunately, because I'm, actually who will get the wyvern sword back? It's all the other ones that'll have to like cancel the crafting after they've started. That would be a Draconic energy controller. What is a Draconic energy controller? Oh, just a crafting recipe. All right, and I will get this cooking, this wyvern sword cooking, because I'm going to make the chest plate. All right. So now the Draconic chest piece, I can put in my body slot. Shift C. And so I can actually add all sorts of modules into this thing. Just cancel that. And so I think I need a... All right, let me just see what the quest says here. Okay. Do I get anything? I mean, I get something. Okay. Base module core. Basic energy module. And most of these things are just crafting patterns, so it's not super important. But that's an energy module. I will need a Wyvern energy module. And then a Draconic energy module. And these, like they all fit in this grid, and so some of the modules that you can stick in there, like the shield module, is a 1x1, but the large one is a 2x2, and so it's kind of cool where I think I need 2 more of these guys because I'll need one for the bow and then one for the sword as well. I don't know how likely it is I'm actually going to use. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is pretty sweet. Now here's a kicker. Can I enchant it? That'd be really sweet if I can enchant it. Look like I can. Oh. Oh, okay. Because it already is enchanted. Cool. Cool. Okay. So before I enchant these, I will fix my enchanting setup. It's still like kind of janky. Um, like my Arcana and my Quanta and everything isn't where it needs to be. So I'll fix that before I actually enchant these things. But I do want to, set up like a shield control module. Oh, I must not have. Whoopsies. Must have grabbed the wrong one. All right. So I have a shield control module. Yeah, see, this is a. I wonder if I can make that. Cool. So these are like 2x2 shields. What else can I make? I have a shield control module. Make the undying modules. I think that gives me like a total of undying. And then shield recovery lets me lets my shields come back faster. All right, and I'm not sure why my shields aren't working. I wonder if they are working. I don't know what the 0 out of 250 means. Well, so what I'll do is I will, in between episodes, or I guess I will further my investigation into the Draconic bow, the Draconic sword, and the chess piece. I think I can probably enchant this too, right? Yes. Now the real question is, if I have like a vitality, so sometimes what happens is you can't benefit from the same um, enchantment on multiple slots. That's probably what's happening here. I probably don't get the enchantment benefits in here. Because otherwise I should, um, I should be getting hearts right now. I wonder if since they're the same thing, it just takes whichever one is better. Okay. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do today is because I've been looking at the star and what's going to be required for it is these kind of the main pieces up here. The Nexium emitter I'm actually almost done with, except for the mechanical arm. So mechanical arm means I have to pop a little bit into create. And the biggest thing is to get this precision mechanism, which means I need a recipe sequence, which means I need some deployers and some andesite casings. Let's see, we'll make some andesite alloy. And we'll make some brass as well. And while we're at it, we'll make some of that and some of that. And what else do we need? Need some shafts. Okay. Okay, we also need cog wheels to make gearboxes. All right, and I have 3 vaults. What about a deployer? And I think that these can in the enriching factory. Yes. Okay, so I need electron tubes. I will need at least 3 of them. Deployer, I need a brass hand, which I need 3 of those as well. I will need some shafts. I will need some kind of belts. What else I will need? I will need a funnel. There I go. Let's see. And then I probably need a brass funnel as well, which means I need another electron tube. Okay, so the most basic way to do this is we're going to take 3 deployers, and these are each going to be filtered. Or I can just load them up, honestly. Because what I need to do is I need to do what's called a recipe sequence, which means I need to take a gold plate and send it through in this order: cogwheel, large cogwheel, iron nugget, 5 times. And then I will get either a precision mechanism or some random junk. Now, what I can do is I can use the vault. Because there's 3 spaces here, I can use the vault as like a continuous chest. So what it will happen is I will pull in here. I wonder if I have a... Definitely using more ender chests all of a sudden. All right, and this should be good for the time being. I'm probably not going to hook this up to the AE system. I don't really think it's necessarily worth it. And then I need a couple gearboxes. I'm gonna need a water wheel, and I guess also a bucket of water. And maybe like a chain drive. Yeah. Hate these stupid things. Okay. Okay, so right now these are all connected, so if I power one of these, they will all go. With the gearbox on that, now these are all powered all together. If I power one of these things, it should work. Okay. Let me just make sure this is all functioning like it's supposed to. All right. That'll do it. Let's see, I need some gold plates. Okay, and then small, large nugget. And what I want to do is I want to do okay. So what will happen is this the incomplete precision mechanism is the only thing that can go into here. Anything else will go through the funnel. I really need to speed this thing up. And this should get sucked immediately into here. And we can see it, yeah, came out right away. Oh, I did get a precision mechanism. All right. Transcending a mechanical arm. I should be able to make that now. Oh, and all right. Oh, that's cool. That was all the create I needed to do, I think. Yeah, like we haven't actually started putting anything together yet for the star, but man, things are getting closer. They're getting real close here. Well, getting closer and closer to the star. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or any tips or tricks or anything down below. All right. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.